Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of year when we start to sow seeds, which is very exciting. But oftentimes I hear small space gardeners or balcony gardeners say, I wish I could grow more plants from seeds, but I just don't have the space for all that seed starting process. And I hear ya, I live in a tiny apartment. So in today's video, I want to show you how I set up my small seed starting station in a tiny apartment. I'm gonna show you exactly what I use, how I set it up and where I set it up in my small apartment. So if you're someone who gardens on a small scale and you have very limited space to grow seeds, I hope that you will find this video helpful and it will encourage you to start growing some seeds. So let's begin. Okay, so the first thing that you will need to start seeds obviously is the seed starting tray, and I opted for this very narrow, very slim seed tray because it doesn't take up a lot of space, and then once you are done with your seedlings you can also store them like one on top of another and they also don't take up a lot of space. I have probably 5 or 6 of these. And what is cool about them is that first they come with a humidity dome, so when you sow your seeds it's really important to keep them moist to prevent them from drying out, so this humidity dome comes in really handy. And then once your seeds already germinated, you can place them on this self-watering system. So we have a capillary mat, we have a water reservoir, you fill it up with water, let the capillary mat soak in the water, and then you place your seed tray on top of that, and this way your seeds are consistently moist. So this is really cool, really handy. And then once my seedlings are a little bit bigger, I transplant them into these multi-packs. This is something that you can get when you buy, for example, a lot of pansies or a lot of seasonal plants at the garden center. They usually come in multi-packs like these. You have plastic pots and you have this little plastic basket that holds them together. I find this to be super handy. And I don't buy biodegradable pots, that doesn't work for me, because we have high humidity levels. Like generally our climate is very humid, and then at home I have high humidity levels because I grow a lot of houseplants, so these biodegradable pots always rot out for me. Or all of a sudden I have some mold growing on top of soil and my seedlings die. So I've tried that several times, that just doesn't work for me. So I prefer to stick to plastic pots because you can easily wash them, easily disinfect them, and if you take care of them, you can use them for many, many years. Next, obviously, you need appropriate potting mix. I suggest using seeds and cuttings potting mix because this one is lightweight, it's airy, and this allows those teeny tiny roots to develop properly. You can also use multi-purpose potting mix, but for seedlings, make sure that you buy one that's not pre-fertilized, because a too high dose of fertilizer can easily scorch the roots of your seedlings. Okay, next item that I find super handy is a spray bottle, especially at the very beginning when you just sow your seeds. It's really important to water them well, but at the same time, you don't want to use, for example, a watering can because this could easily dislodge the seeds or it can bury them too deep. So a spray bottle has a very gentle water flow and it's perfect for watering seeds. Okay, and the last item that I use is a grow light. Now, you may not need to use grow light if you have really good light levels in your apartment, if you have windows, let's say, facing south, that might be enough, but keep in mind that seedlings do need good amounts of light. If your seedlings are not getting enough light, they are going to stretch, they are going to reach for the light, they are going to elongate, and this will cause them to grow misshapen, and then those misshapen and very weak seedlings will grow to misshapen and very weak mature plants. So it is really important to provide good light levels for your seedlings, and most of the time you will see people supplementing the light with a grow light. But I've seen people use these really large grow light panels or those clippable like light bulbs that you clip under the shelves. I think that's really convenient, but at the same time, here again, tiny apartment, small space gardening, I don't have a shelving unit where I can place all of my seedlings. So I found this kind of grow lights that you can clip to any surface very practical, because even if I were to grow my seedlings on the table here, I can just clip the grow light here. And as you can see, it has a really nice reach, like I can reach the whole table just with this one grow light. These are not expensive, they cost about 30-40 euros on Amazon. These are full spectrum LED lights. That means they imitate the sun because of the full spectrum of colors, and you can later on reuse them even for your house plants. So you buy it once and then you can use it for pretty much any plant that you grow indoors. So I found these to be really practical because you can clip them to any surface, they have a really good reach, and this will make your seedlings grow healthy and happy. Okay, so now let me show you how my seed starting station is gonna look. Small space living and small space gardening oftentimes requires very unconventional solutions, and my unconventional solution to growing seeds indoors in my tiny apartment is to set up my grow light station, my seed starting station, above my kitchen cabinets. This is super practical and only possible because I have those grow lights that you can clip to any surface. This is a really game changer because all of a sudden you have more possibilities, and all of a sudden you can create or set up a grow light station or a seed starting station in a place in your apartment that maybe was not before available for growing plants because it doesn't receive enough natural light. So I like to use that kitchen space because, as you can see, I have quite a bit of space up there, and this way I can easily, check on them when I'm in kitchen. I can easily water them. So I find this really practical, really convenient. But as I said, if you use grow lights, especially those clippable grow lights, you can create a grow light station pretty much in any space in your apartment. Alright you guys, this is more or less how it's gonna look. This teeny tiny space just above my kitchen cabinets will allow me to grow about 60 plants, which is plenty enough for my 17 meters square balcony garden. Okay you guys, I hope that I convinced you that you really don't need a lot of space to set up a small grow light station and to enjoy a few plants grown from seeds. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section. But I do hope that you found some helpful information in today's video. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye!